Hey, welcome back to the Leader1 Podcast. Here today we've got Jordan, who is a local photographer, videographer, does a lot of stuff in the real estate space. So we're excited to have you on here today, man.
Yeah, thanks. I'm excited to be here.
For sure. So we like to kind of just get right into it. So honestly, Jordan, kind of tell us a little bit about what you do. What do you provide in the real estate space? What does that look like?
Yeah, so I am a real estate media business owner, meaning I'm basically a real estate photographer, but we do all the services. That's photos, videos, floor plans, 3D tours, branding, headshots. We try to do everything we can for our realtor clients, from square one media to the end of listings to branding and everything in between, basically.
Wow, I love it. So what I think is really cool is, so Jordan does a lot of videos for real estate agents when their houses are coming to the market or on the market. A lot of them are very catchy, Instagrammy, as you could call it. Go into detail with that. What does that look like? So if I'm a newer realtor or newer to your services and I want, a really cool video where maybe the house pops out of the sky or something like that, what does that look like? And will you help me with that, or do I have to come with the design to you?
Yeah, totally. That's a good question. Again, we're kind of full service for realtors, so we offer just a basic listing video, something that's really going to show off the house. It's kind of slower. It's easier to follow no matter, the age group or the platform you're viewing it on. But we know it's an attention-driven economy right now, and realtors who are trying to build their brand on social media, trying to get their name out there, trying to separate themselves a little bit. Video is definitely our recommendation, especially video where they get on camera, and especially video where we might add some of those cool effects or transitions, like the house falling out of the sky, or the realtor appearing here, and working in some sort of story into their video. And we love getting agents on camera, even if it's their first time. We kind of make it easy where our order form, if you have an agent on camera add on to your video, it asks you what are the 3 key highlights of the home. That way our photography team has a little bit of an idea of what you want to highlight.
For sure.
And we kind of suggest that you do come with a little bit of script prepared beforehand, but then we kind of work with you on site to tweak it and massage it so it's just right. So it's not too long. That way you lose attention on Instagram, because that's definitely not what you want, and that's kind of the most common mistake we see. But we kind of help massage it down and lead with a hook, add some body to it, and then hopefully end with a call to action. Something where you direct your audience to do something that you want to do at the end of the video.
I love it, man. So I think you and I first met not that long ago, and you were kind of talking about getting into the business and what that looked like. So I think you've been in the business since, what was it, 2020 or 2021?
2020. We just hit 5 years this summer.
Awesome. Congrats, man.
Thank you.
Which is crazy to think it's been 5 years since COVID, too.
Dude, yeah. It seems like just yesterday and also forever ago. I can't tell. It kind of messed with all of our heads.
I know, same. But what's really cool about that 5-year span is you learned how to do the business yourself. Then you've also grown the business. To now, how many people do you have on staff?
There's 8 people on the team, including myself.
Wow.
So that's 5 photographers and 2 admin staff that help kind of run everything in the background.
And then how many shootings are you guys seeing on like a weekly average? Obviously, winter months could be slower than, spring and summer months for you guys, shooting videos and photography. But what does that look like for a normal week for you guys?
Yeah, great question. This summer during kind of our busy season, basically everything but winter, we were averaging just right around 50 shoots per week.
Holy cow.
Yeah,
so 50 different houses per week.
Yep, 50 different listings, usually 30 to 40 different clients. Wow. Some clients getting, multiple listings in 1 week, which is awesome. But yeah, we're out shooting a lot. We're out seeing a lot of our clients and
that's awesome,
helping out a lot of realtors, thankfully.
Wow, that's awesome. Well, it's pretty cool to see just in a 5-year span that you took a business that was nothing to really something here, in the last year or so. But what's really cool is, in the photography space, I feel like a lot of, and I've been in the industry for 8 years now, and I feel like it was just a lot of the same stuff. It didn't really change that much until I feel like here recently we've kind of gone into that more of the 3D spacing, maybe even adding some online, furniture or staging,
Yes.
virtual staging, as they would say. So I think that's, definitely changing. But as we head into this new era of AI, which is very interesting, what are you guys seeing that could be changing on the horizon? What are some things that you would maybe suggest as a real estate agent, or maybe even a new real estate agent, that could use your services or could really change them as getting a listing versus maybe not getting a listing in the future?
Yeah, that's a really good question, and AI is definitely making a very quick impact in 2025, and 2026 is going to see a lot of AI usage, and
Yep.
a lot of people kind of figuring out what the best way is to use that.
Yep.
So we've always kind of used AI a little bit with some editing help, some Photoshop object removal, some virtual staging like you
Okay.
mentioned. So we've kind of always used that, and then this year there's just been so many more innovations and accessibility with adding AI to generate images, generate video stuff like the house falling out of the sky like you
Yep.
mentioned. And so we're currently working on some research projects to figure out how we want to use AI and keep it kind of tasteful, and
Yep.
not go crazy. Not every listing video needs a house exploding into a million pieces, but that is fun and it is cool, so we're definitely playing around with that. But as far as realtors utilizing AI themselves, for listing media, yeah, like let's think up some, fun transitions or effects. Like
For
you
sure.
used to need a Hollywood special effects artist to do some of the things that,
Yep.
a teenager can do in 10 minutes just by typing in a prompt on one of the major platforms.
Which is crazy. It's really changing a lot, and I think even on the mortgage side, we're starting to see some changes, not as many changes I think yet. What's really hard about our industry with AI is we are a very compliant industry. Obviously when it comes to financing and money and interest rates and making sure that we're quoting the right things and not misleading clients. So AI can be a good thing, but we're really being cognizant of what we're rolling out. I feel like a lot of the stuff that we're using for AI right now is a lot of funny videos and stuff like that. I think some people have seen some of my videos of running through walls and
Yeah.
chicken wings going crazy and stuff like that. But yeah, I think it's going to be really interesting as times go on, both your industry, our industry, and real estate in general. It's going to be really crazy to see who embraces it, who changes it. But then also, at some point I think with AI is, at some point you got to think about the consumer and what the consumer wants. I think about, obviously they said this could be even bigger than the internet, changing, the industries and how we work. But at some point, I think of the consumer and myself as I don't know, at some point, I want to know that I'm actually working with and talking to a physical human being, not talking to your AI, robot that sounds exactly like you. And I understand, we want to get more efficient, we want to work faster and harder for our clients, and sometimes that can mean more technology. But at some point, I think a customer maybe wants, listen, I just want to talk to Jordan, or I want to talk to Brady for my mortgage. I don't want to talk to a robot.
Totally.
So I think that's really going to change a lot of things there. Well, I think, in the photography world, what's really kind of interesting is what I hear from a lot of real estate agents is the turnaround time. So when it comes to you, let's just say today is Monday. I've got a listing that's going live on Thursday. Can I call you, schedule that, you're out there, and we get photos, and I get on the MLS by Thursday? Is that a possibility?
That is a very near possibility. We always deliver everything the following morning, which is
Okay.
kind of, 5, 6, 7 years ago. That may have not been the industry standard, but
Yep.
when I started, that was kind of that's where you need to be as a new business owner. So that's what we've always done.
Yep.
And now with the help of AI, especially in terms of photo editing, we're seeing quicker and quicker turnaround capacity, and so
sure.
it may not be difficult in the future to do same day delivery for those clients who are kind of in a pinch and they want to go live the same day that they do the photo shoot.
Yep.
In the past, it's always been a hard no. No, we're not gonna, we're not gonna rush the edits. You can have things. What is it? Good, cheap, or fast. And
Yep.
you can only have 2 of them. So we've tried to, make the full package of, good, affordable, and high quality and quick turnaround.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point, that standard of next day delivery may be shifting industry wide to a same day delivery model, whether I like it or not. So yeah, we are definitely kind of on the forefront of working that out and seeing if we can offer that to our clients.
So if obviously, I'm talking with my seller and, hey, we're going to go live in a couple months. What does that look like to you as far as, how much time frame do you want in advance? Like, what would be ideal? Is it 2 weeks, 3 weeks? What does that look like for you guys?
That's a good question. Unfortunately, we don't need a lot of lead time to do what we do. We've got our systems dialed in to where,
Nice.
we often get next day appointments.
Oh, wow.
And it doesn't affect our preparation, our readiness, our final result, definitely. We do recommend agents, try to be a little bit ahead of the game, but the reality is that the sellers most of the time are, they're driving that bus and they want everything yesterday. And so our clients, the realtors in Kansas City, are having to keep up with those demands of their clients. And so as service providers, we, just kind of have to keep up with that as well.
Definitely. And I think obviously, we're headed into December, so this is probably something, a real estate agent should probably talk to their clients about maybe, in the fall or even the summertime. But I actually